The Only Time It Rains in Hollywood by Red Leather. Nice fingerstyle, starts with the A minor. And there are some very cool twists as well as a very nice lead solo at the end, which I'm going to guide us through. But step one, make sure you've got your PDF in front of you. If you need a copy of the PDF, just please send me a WhatsApp or drop me a message via YouTube for the channel. And let's have a look at the chords first, and then we can look at the picking pattern, and we'll make this work for us. Really cool chords. A minor, I'm sure you're familiar with this. The chord diagrams are on the PDF. Finger 1 on the 2nd string, fingers 2 and 3 and 4th and 3rd string. We're going to go from there to D minor, which I'd like us just to observe is sort of similar to A minor, just down a string, and ring finger slides across. So if D minor happens to be a newish chord, but you know A minor, simply bring your A minor, which I'm showing now, down a string and slide the ring finger, finger 3, to the 3rd fret. That's your D minor. Next up, F. We all know F, not necessarily a favorite, but it's a very popular chord. Finger 1 flat across both strings in the 1st fret, finger 2 on the 3rd, finger 3 on the 4th strings, and then E. And then after that you go back to A minor, but this time to C. And I'd like us to observe the cool change from A minor to C. Finger 1 and 2 don't really move. The ring finger number 3 is transitioning from the 3rd string up to the 5th string in the 3rd fret, A minor C. Then you go to F again, which means finger 1 becomes flat while bringing down fingers 2 and 3 for F. And you go to E. Okay, now that's your first 2 lines of the verse. And after that, at the end of the verse, after you've done the A minor, C, F, E the second time round, there's a D minor, so learn from my mistakes before it's too late, and you'll see it says stop. And I've also learned that when I went onto the YouTube channel to look for the chords to sort of source them, they suggested an A minor 7, which looks like A minor without the ring finger. And they also suggested a D minor 7, which looks like F without the ring finger. I decided to just keep playing normal A minor and normal D minor, and personally it sounds actually a bit better. So don't worry about the 7s, just play normal A minor, normal D minor, and then also normal E, not E7 for the last chord. And on the video, if you watch the YouTube channel, it looks like he's playing a bar chord F. So you should be. But if you're still sort of new to bar chords, just play the normal F, it's going to work well. Okay, next up we're going to guide us through the picking techniques. Now to get us going, I want to make sure that our picking technique, your picking hands techniques are really, really good. Now I purposely got my guitar at this angle because I want to show that the thumb is going to play strings 5, 4 or even 6 if necessary. And then fingers 1, 2 and 3 are on strings 3, 2 and 1 like that. So first finger, 3rd string, middle finger, 2nd string, ring finger on your 1st string, and the pinky can literally just lie on the guitar if you're playing acoustic, on the body, electric, on the cover, it makes a difference, but the pinky doesn't get used on your picking hand. So if I take it from there now, more sort of correct sort of playing technique, you can see it over here. And I'm playing an A minor just to make sure that your guitar sounds like mine. And it's double on the 5th string because the bass note for A minor is the 5th string. And then you're going to treat those 3 fingers, imagine there was a little rubber band around them so they can move only as one. So we don't want the hands or the fingers apart, rather, sorry. So we don't want that. You want to keep the fingers tight and snug together so they work as if they're one. And then you can see the technique from here as well, or super slow motion. And you just want to build some speed into that. Next up is D minor. Now you'll notice on the PDF the highlighted notes or dots on the diagrams. The A minor highlighted was on the 5th, but the D minor's highlighted dot on the chord diagram is the 4th, which means the thumb now transitions from the 5th string for the A minor to the 4th string for the D minor. But those 3 fingers continue with the same thing. And you'll notice I'm playing each chord twice. So A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll also notice that my wrist over here isn't moving too much, so be careful for doing, because if you pull your hand away, you have to bring your hand back. So imagine someone's actually holding your wrist there, so that your wrist can't have this movement. So try and keep your hand as stationary as possible while picking. Next up, the F chord, also the 4th string. Try and get different views, and then the E as well, also the 4th string. Now for those of you that want to do bar chords, you can do the F with the 6th string and the E with the 6th string as well. But I'm going to zoom out now, and now we can see both left and right hand working together, so you can watch the changes, watch the thumb moving across the different strings. I'm not going to play the bar chord F that I mentioned at the beginning of the CD as well, beginning of the video, sorry. And I'm not going to play the 6th string for the E. I'm going to stick with string 4 for the F and the E. Okay, but enough talking, let's play a little bit. A minor, and I'm going to count this in, so if you'd like to play along with me, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... That's your first 4 chords for I Saw a Man Without His Shoes, the beginning of verse 1 from the song. On the 2nd time round, you go from the A minor to the C. We did mention at the beginning of the video, A minor, C. Remember, we said only the ring finger moves and the 2nd finger just slides a little bit. And same pattern, but this time the thumb still stays on the 5th string. So A minor, C, F, E. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's as simple as that. Now what we're going to do is take it the whole way through, but I'm going to play A minor, D minor, F, E, and then into the 2nd line, A minor, C, F, E. So all that's really changed is your D minor has been replaced with a C chord. Are we ready for this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty much your picking technique the whole way through for the song. It's a really cool thing. I want to share a nice little sort of thumb technique where you can change the bass line, but we'll get there now. First, I want to just finish off the little turnaround at the end. Now, in the 5th line of verse 1, you'll see he sings, "So learn from my mistakes before it's too late." You'll notice after the F and E, there's an extra D minor and E, and it says stop. So you're going to go E minor, E, and you stop dead. And then you start again with the chorus. Now I'm going to show you quite a cool little technique we can do with your thumb. You'll see it twitching in the corner of the video there. And this is something that you can add into it. It's not what he does on the original, but it sounds pretty cool. So if you like it, try it. Now what we're going to do here, we're starting with A minor again, but I'm going to go 5th string, 4th string instead of 5th string, 5th string. Just gives it a little bit of extra. Same with the D minor. So I'm basically starting on the same bass note, and then the 2nd note, which should be normally the same for this song, I'm going to the string beneath it. So 5th to 4th for A minor. D minor, I'm going to go 4th to 3rd. Same with the F and same with the E. Now just to finish off, I'm going to take you through the bar chord F and E just to show you the difference, because like I said on the video, when it zooms in close, you can actually see the guy playing the bar chord in the video. And this is bar chord F. Finger 1 is going straight across all 6 strings. Middle finger number 2 is on the 3rd string from the bottom for those that are new to bar chords. Fingers 3 and 4 on strings 5 and 4 respectively, and the thumb is sort of halfway across the neck. It's no longer at the top, because if I do this, this finger, my 1st finger, bends. We don't want that. So your first finger as straight as you can get it, and in order to do that we drop the thumb quite low. Means the wrist is going to bend a little bit. I just want to get a change in angle for the F to show you that thumb dropping that I mentioned, because I notice that sometimes when we're new to bar chords, that barring can be a little bit of a challenge at first. So thumb drops and you'll notice my first finger comes straight. You can see from behind my thumb is now there. It was at the top, it's now gone down, and then my first finger goes from curved to rigid, and I get my F chord like that. And now you can play from the 6th string. And if you want to do the little twist that I mentioned with the A minor, where you go bass to the string beneath it. I'm sitting at quite a weird angle to get my camera in, so not always getting the clarity I want in the F. And if I go from the F to the bar chord, which I'm doing now, to an E, I can do it one of two ways. And all I'm doing with that is I'm just taking my F chord that I had over here and simply sliding it like this, which means my first finger slides off the guitar. Or if I don't like that, I can go to a conventional E chord, which I'm sure you're all familiar with as well. So you've got two choices. You can either do it like this, or you can do I don't really mind which one works for you. That pretty much is the song. And then around about 4 minutes 10 seconds into the song, you'll hear this lead solo that I spoke about. But I'm not going to cover that in this video. In the next video I'm going to take it, explain the scale, explain string bends, vibratos, hammer-ons and pull-offs, and some other pretty cool little things you can do with the song. But the purpose of this video is to get your chords going, to get a nice finger picking technique, and hopefully I'll see you on the second video if you want to try the solo as well.